The security firm guarding the barrier of Karen Ngongview estate have declined to divulge details on whether indeed police officers were seen to have gained access to former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i's home. A cloud of mystery surrounds the incident even as the National Police Service, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission (EACC) and the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions have distanced themselves from the raid. The burden of proof now lies with Matiang'i as the government alleges malice on the part of the former CS. We begin tonight with NTV's Melita Oletenges.
Dunstan comes outside to talk.
The puzzle of whether the National Police Service raided former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i's home in Karen on the night of 8th February or not still lingers as the National Police Service, through the Inspector General of Police Japheth Koome and the EACC through the Chief Executive Officer Twalib Mbarak, have denied being involved in the raid. Speaking to journalists this evening, the Director of Criminal Investigations, Mohammed Amin, has cited foul play in the incident, saying that preliminary investigations indicate that Matiang'i, his lawyers and former Premier Raila Odinga were conducting theatrics.
Dr. Matiang'i informed his guards, some already interviewed by the DCI, that he was expecting guests who were lawyers and instructed them to grant access to his home upon their arrival. The lawyers arrived shortly after and proceeded to a meeting inside the house of Dr. Fred Matiang'i. They were later joined afterwards by politicians led by none other than the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga.
Speaking to NTV on phone, Dunstan Omari, Matiang'i's lead lawyer, said that the police should provide the public with CCTV footage indicating movement of police officers in Karen last night and not rely on Matiang'i to prove his case. We sought to establish whether indeed police officers gained access to Matiang'i's home, with our lead being the private security firm which guards the barrier leading to Matiang'i's home at the Karen View estate. The guards could neither confirm nor deny whether they allowed the police or an unknown vehicle entry into the compound, refusing to speak to members of the press or divulging registration details. This leaves Fred Matiang'i with the burden of proof, as security agencies have denied conducting a raid and could not be placed at Matiang'i's compound, but instead only lawyers and journalists.
The former CS for Interior was invaded with a garrison or a battalion of unidentified people from the security apparatus of this country, either EACC, either KWS, either the police. We were summoned immediately.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki, in a statement, has also denied going after his predecessor, indicating that no security agency was involved and that the country's security apparatus remains apolitical and focused on solving security challenges. A section of leaders have termed the incident as a circus bearing ill motive.
We just want to let Kenyans know that this was a poorly scripted drama last night, whose architects and scripters and poor directors only wanted to invoke public emotions and incite Kenyans. And this is following the dwindling support of their subversive activities in political rallies around the country, especially by the political class.
The incident, which gained national attention and uproar on social media, has seen many Kenyans call on Fred Matiang'i to provide proof that indeed he was raided at his home and that it wasn't a bluff. Melita Oletenges, NTV.